everyone, I'm on my way to the DIY store to buy some wood for the beams in my room boxes. It's a little bit windy. Now, whenever I'm at the DIY store, I always have a look at the fine strip wood because I hope to find some that have these really tiny knots in them. And here we have the strip wood, and here's a tiny knot right there, but there's not much. It's a little bit thin. I wouldn't be able to cut boards from that one, but it's a nice knot. But I have a look back there, and I use them to cut flooring boards from them. And if you get the right ones, you know, they can look very convincing. Well, they are real knots after all. And here you can see some of the floorboards in one of the upper rooms in my second canal house, and the other one in what is supposed to be the dining room. Here are some of the thicker strip wood, and that's a nice one, but the rest of the strip wood is not very good. There's some there. There's huge knots as well. That's no good. I would have to cut around it, and it's very expensive. I try to get as many in one piece of wood. Let's have a look. Back there, that one looks pretty interesting. Let's see. That has some nice markings on it as well, and lots of little knots. Yeah, this is nice. Looks nice. I'm having that one. Now I need some beams. It's either these. Let me just have a look. Or I think it's these. It's a little bit wider. And I need a straight one. And that didn't look too straight on camera, but it is straight. And I wanted a few more, so I had to check a lot of them because most of them were not straight. But I found two that were okay, so I bought those. That one will do. Now, some wood glue. Now, I also need some painter's tape. Those are nice paintbrushes. And that's over here. And I really like this frog tape, and I bought this a year ago as well, and I'm really happy with it. It sticks really well. And what is the difference between those two? There is a difference because there's a price difference. Let me see. Oh, I think it's the width. This one is 24 millimeters and the other one is wider. I'll take this one. And I'll also have one of these paint scrapers. Very good. Now, let's go and pay for this. And I can be so absent-minded. When I left the store, I forgot to bring the wood I just bought. Geef me hout. I did manage to bring all of my shopping home in the end. So, these are the wooden floorboards I cut from the strip wood. And the pine floorboards in this room haven't been stained yet. And I don't know if I will, because I quite like the modern light look of this floor. I've taken the carpet out for you to see the floor better. And this floor is really quite wild with all of those knots, but I rather like that. Now, in the 18th century, pine or spruce floors were very popular, but as we didn't have big pine forests here in this country, the wood came from Scandinavia, Prussia, etc., where they did have large pine woods, forests. And as you can imagine, that was quite expensive, especially if you wanted those really wide and not free boards running the length of your room, which actually I did here in this room as well. The floorboards here in the upper room are basically all leftovers from floorboards I used in previous projects. But I thought I'd use them here anyway. And there are some really wild areas in these boards, which I didn't like this bit here and here. But I placed them in such a way that they will be covered by a wall and a cupboard, so you won't see it. And these floors aren't finished yet, so you can still move them around. But these, it's hard to see on camera, but these have been stained like a slightly aged, untreated color. And I looked at many photos of canal houses or floors in canal houses, and I like the untreated floors the best. And they go slightly grayish. And I know it looks kind of yellow in the photo, in the video, but it's more, it has a grayish tinge to it. It's very hard to replicate color. And also it doesn't, even if it looks similar to what you're trying to create, it didn't look good in the space. So this is what I ended up using. And I mix all the colors myself because it's just impossible to get them. And I use this Rustin's wood dye, which I really like. Has many colors, but I mix them myself, and I add my own pigments to it as well, or diluted. And this one says diluted floor, which is for this one, which I mixed, of course. This is a mixture. And then sometimes I age the boards with ground up chalks or even ground eggshells. And that makes it look just a little bit softer and older. I haven't had time to clear away the Christmas decorations yet, so I'm doing that now. And having a good look at what I have, which is always fun. Beautiful silver candlesticks and lovely glasses. Oh, careful. They have fallen so many times, it's a miracle they're still alive. I have to get the box for them. And let me show you these chairs. This wonderful Queen Anne side chair and the Queen Anne chair with armrests. And I bought these chairs in 2004, 18 years ago. And they were made by the great master of miniatures, Josje. And they're absolutely fabulous. Wonderful carving. And a burl walnut finish. I love these chairs and they fit so well in this room. And unfortunately, John Hodgson sadly passed away around 2 weeks ago. I think it was February 5th. So he's no longer with us, but his beautiful work is in my doll's house. And I'm very happy that it is. Ooh, mail from Italy. Let me just see what that is. Well, I know what it is, but pretty box. Nice color, I like that. Put this out of the way. Very pretty box. Ah. The laundry basket I ordered. I love that. Very nice. Really like that. Very happy with it. And 2 baskets. There's no card. Oh. Really nice baskets. Beautiful work. Really like that. Yeah, very happy with that. And I ordered these from the London Dollshouse Showcase. When was that? A week and a half ago or so, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. They came from Italy, so that's pretty quick, and I don't have to pay import taxes. Very happy with these. Beautiful. Yeah. Yay! No, there's no note, no card. But these were made by Kamila Dlugowolska from Miniatures Mads on Etsy. And that doesn't sound very Italian, but she is based in Italy. And I'll show you the Etsy shop. Here it is. Really lovely miniatures. Absolutely worth it. The laundry basket is for a bathroom I haven't finished yet, but I think the other 2 baskets will have to join this collection right here for now. I really like that.